think today college still valuable for people out here?
You know what? I think it's to each its own. To each its own. Some degrees I feel like are not, worth it because you spend so much money on that degree and then you can't come out and get a job that actually helps you make the money back. If you gotten loans, that there's a student loan.
Oh, yeah.
As a matter of fact, Biden, I'm gonna need them student loans.
Yeah, come on, government. All the branches need to just agree. Just
I
agree.
still got them, okay?
And I'm in debt myself. I'm gonna be paying until I die. My kids gonna be paying that.
Exactly.
Yes. So that's crazy. But since you a business owner, it seemed like you have the both worlds.
Yes.
You been educated and you operate in a business. So
I got another degree.
Talk to us.
I got a couple degrees now. I got a couple degrees. So I went to Texas Women's University and I got a degree in health studies and business.
Oh. So it took, I hate to say it like this, so it took a tragedy to go ahead help you build that foundation that you already had within yourself.
Yeah.
Did you have any type of clue that you wanted to go into this business before this even happened? Did you find out that you want to do anything business-wise? It don't necessarily have to be a beauty supply store. Like,
I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
So in 2008, I used to do brand ambassador work.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had a whole brand ambassador team that I would do promotional events with and bring them. We would work for different companies. We worked for all companies, Verizon, all different type of companies. And we used to go to events and just give out product.
So
marketing for them.
So during all this time, how do you think the experience that you encounter to get you here, how is it helping you operating your beauty supply store?
It definitely has helped. I don't think not just jumping into it without previously having some type of entrepreneur experience would have been a good idea. I think I would have failed in a lot of areas. You have to know really how to stay organized, how to deal with diversity, how to effectively communicate with other people that's not in your race, just dealing with that whole aspect of it. I learned that throughout the years, and that wasn't the only business I had. Had a lot of had a lot of different businesses.
You see that what's happening to TV? You got to go out there. So by you bringing in all these business that you had established, what gave you that self-esteem to say, I'm gonna go for what I want to go for at this moment?
I felt like there was a need for more African American, minority, Black beauty supplies to be open.
Okay.
For us, for our community.
Okay.
I started, we started seeing a lot about, it started coming out how perms were giving Black women cancer.
Oh, true.
Okay. And I think that it's not just perms, but I think that was one of the main things that society wanted us to believe, that that was the only way that we would be accepted or look good if our hair was straight. And that was something that was actually poisoning us. So I felt the need to step in, and I'm like, okay, when I get a beauty supply store, I wanted to be able to educate the customer on what they're purchasing. Make sure that we have some type of warning labels on the perms or different products that are toxic, and let the customer know, hey, this is your choice, but we want to educate you so you can make an educated choice to purchase from a beauty supply store. That's not your ordinary beauty supply store. They're not going to do that. They're just going to sell you whatever. You're right. You can take it.
You're right. And by me listening to your feedback and your response that you just gave me, education is the key.
It is.
So due to the fact that you understand the information that you're trying to give to your clients that come into your store, some of them is not going to be informed and educated because some women and some guys believe they have to look a certain type of way with their hair. How are you going to educate them without offending them, saying, hey, you might want to go this route, because you're kind of damaging your hair even more than you think you are?
I'm I'm pretty direct with it.
Oh.
You know, you just got to be direct with it and let them know, like, you shouldn't be ashamed of what comes out, what God gave you, that's coming out your scalp. I mean, you know, and it's hard to manage. Don't get me wrong. It's not for everybody managing your natural hair, because everyone has multiple patterns, curl patterns. So it's not that easy to do. But I try to give them more motivation as to why they should accept themselves. And if not, we have alternate things. I mean, we have wigs, we have other things to where you don't have to straighten your hair. You can, you know, just do something else to make braids. You know, it's different things you can do without putting the chemicals on your head.
Okay.